teams, and the losing teams will play against other losing teams. So hopefully we're looking for some fair matchups. So as we get into this, what do we got? So we got some cool Orisa Roadhog combination. Those are usually a really strong duo in the tank matchup. The pulls from the Orisa allow the Roadhog to grab some people. So we're going to take a quick pause here as we work on a mic issue. On the other side of the matchup, we've got a quad. Is that real? Quad tank? Maybe it is. Maybe. If it is a quad tank, that would be pretty interesting setup for sure. Especially with the Moira Brigitte. They maybe just be thinking they can just hammer right through the point. Not totally out of the question. Can definitely get some high damage. So we'll see what they end up doing. We are going to go try and figure out what's going on with our mic issues, and we will be right back. So some pretty basic mic issues, nothing too big, and we're back in action. So again, holding this bottom, iffy decision, as I've made mention a number of times. But
and part of the conversation we were just having here off air was the high ground opportunity on this map. It's something that Maverick holds very near and dear to his heart, and gets all right, our mic issues should be cleaned up now. Holds very near and dear to his heart is holding the high ground, and if you don't, he's very upset with you. So just make sure you do it.
So very sneaky Talon place here. Let's see what they got. We're doing a quad tank play here. Could be effective, especially because you do not see a Reaper. Shock and Awe just going ham bone on him in the back line. Gets popped pretty quick. Got to get those healers in there. Scipitar gets picked up. Sage gets a quick kill, but irritable.
Trade-offs. I heard a hook go down. Pull Zarya back there.
So Mattis machine there, just picking up a couple stragglers. And we'll see if Team Talon rethinks their strategy here.
Oh boy.
Looks like they're not going to at this point.
So Talon's recollected.
Yeah, Talon again. Interesting composition here. They've really just got to deal with that Junkrat, and I think they're probably pretty good, but speaking of Junkrat, the tire waits. Picks up Shock and Awe somehow.
I'm just curious what Talon's doing with their damage.
Well, it's all coming out of the tanks. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So if they can get fission, you're in good shape. But if you can't, you're in tough shape. I think, what they might want to reconsider too is, I know that they're thinking the Lucio speed boost will be effective, but I think in this case, they really need assistance with some damage. And part of me is wondering if the Zenyatta would be a better pick. You're noticing Junkers stacking their ultimates.
Yeah. Well, actually, they line up this Moira. Oh, I cannot say her name. I don't know why. Moira. If they line up her ult here, they might be able to stay up long enough and do enough damage and just kind of push right in there.
They might. We're losing a lot of targets here, unfortunately, for Talon.
Oh, hammer goes down.
They're just on it. They're pulling a lot of ults, though, out of Junkers, which is good. And now you're going to have a couple ults coming out of Talon, which should be able to provide a little turning point here. You got to wonder, though, if Fission's ready with his tire, that might be kind of short-lived. So let's see what he's got in plan for it.
Just thinking about it. Getting to the high ground.
Again, look at that high ground advantage. You know, that's why I'm obsessed with it. Look at just how much you can do and how safe you are.
Well, look at that angle you've got at Junkrat. Here he goes. Protected, throwing out the tire, going around back. Holding on to it. About halfway life left. Get in there.
Oh, poor Shakana. Again, the target. Not a lot you can do with Ryan against the tire, unfortunately.
Yeah, not much. Goes up and over. You're done.
So this is where you really want to take advantage of that left side as much as possible.
There goes the Moira ult. Going offensive.
They're not dealing with Fission at all, and he's just sitting up there. Booping down Frosty, though, has a chance to pick him up.
What's that Zarya charge at? Oh, not charged. Okay.
So Yurtable's got his ult up. This could be a major game changer. Oh, Sunny Bunny gets taken out. All not going down. Final 10 seconds. Just a little. Wasn't able to pull that off, but we're going to do a little regroup here and see what they can do on defense.
Good hold. Interesting. I'll give them a. I'll give them an A+ on the effort with the comp there. I don't know about execution though.
Yeah, I think
for the Moira, the reason I'm so obsessed is I've been playing her a lot lately, and one of the things that was brought to my attention by Maverick was not to be focused so much on her offensive damage when you're doing your ult. Try and just line up. You want to hit two birds with one stone essentially with her ult, which is that giant beam. So if you line it up so you can do both, which is heal your team and damage, it's the most effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just noticing there that she was out in front of the tank, popping the ult, just doing offensive damage, and not doing the defensive.
Yeah, and especially you consider the range of her ult is so massive. You can be in the back line, lobbing it from a good distance and accomplishing both of those. And actually, the further away, you can adjust that angle different to hit a lot of targets. So. Something to think about. So now we're seeing
here's a couple of changes here.
Yeah, some changes. Irritable opting for the Zen to increase some of the damage. I think that's probably a good idea. They lose the mobility of the Lucio, but I think the damage they gain out of the Discord might be worth it. And now we got Sage on Junkrat, and you saw how effective Junkrat was in the last map, or the last round rather, and I think you're going to see it again with him here.
And some of I was going to say, one of our previous Shakana, I think last time he mainly played Soldier, unless I wasn't, maybe in real life he does have a Soldier jacket, so I just associate him as a Soldier player.
Yeah. I don't think he played DPS too much. I think he was playing tank.
I think he was mostly tank.
This is the alternate holding pattern you can have on this. You don't see this a lot, but it's holding a much more defensive position on the point. The idea being you cannot allow them to get any percentage on the point.
Yeah.
So Team Talon definitely not out of it yet, but they're going to have the hold of a lifetime. You'll notice this provides a number of good defensive positions with the wall and all the other stuff. You force them to engage on the point. Frosty misses the flight. They got to get on that point, though.
Got to get on there. Get the team on there.
Really close. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Mattis Machine picks
no one's
up a
fallen
charge.
yet.
Managed to get a kill.
Mattis gets a kill out.
Tons of damage coming down here.
Frosty with 2. Frosty with a 3rd.
Yeah, I think this is going to be it for Team Talon there. They get picked up quick. Good idea. Good hold. I liked where their head's at. Can't argue with that.
Very creative. We're big encouraging of changing the comp up. So,
and Frosty getting his first play of the game.
the best highlight animation. Nice job,
Picking up Sage there at the
Frosty.
end there. Nice job. So it's plays like that that really open up the opportunity to cap the point early and just push right through. So nice job by him. That was Frosty. This team.